So there I was, playing Resident Evil 4 for the first time, talking to the boys in chat, enjoying my night, discussing our favorite video games, our favorite reviewers, and of course that would include Synthetic Man. Now, unfortunately, with that being brought up, would come the unfortunate knowledge that Synthetic Man, in one of his recent streams, would admit to being into Futa. At first, I thought I was being fucked with. I thought I was being trolled. There's no way that the based boy of V, the chudler of V, would just come out and start talking about his disgusting and depraved, degenerate she-male addiction. So we packed our bags, paused the game, went on down to the archives to figure out what exactly is going on here.
Whatever. It's a butt plug for new Abby to shove her giant Futa cock in my ass. There you go, I said it! It's over! My career is done. Take it out of context. Yeah, it's over. It's over. You guys gotta stop jerking off to porn. I'm a living example. My head only is filled with disgusting shit.
Now, with just this one clip as reference, you could probably chalk this up as a poor joke, right? He's having a giggle mate, goofing around in his live stream, and that's kind of what I wrote it up as, too. I figured that, chat is just trolling me right now. But I would catch one of his live streams, and I figured I would just ask him directly, "Hey, champ, what's going on? Why am I seeing clips of you talking about Futa and how much you love feminine penis, big guy? Is everything okay?"
Skyrim still torture.
Carl Sama, thanks for the $2. I saw a clip of you saying you love Futa. Why? It's well, partially the Immortals of Avium thing was just like a Coomer thought, but the Futa thing doesn't need to be brought up again. But yeah. I feel like there's way too many people who don't watch the streams regularly for this to keep coming up. Way too many people.
That long, awkward pause really adds to it. That is too good. But yeah, he admits to it right there and then. No shame. No shame whatsoever. Apparently, I'm not a regular either, because that's my first super chat, and he kind of latches onto that fact. But rest assured, Synth, I've been watching you for a while. Just not on this account, buddy. And with it now confirmed to me by the man himself, and him clearly not wanting people to talk about it, I decided I was going to go watch the rest of that stream that I was watching and see what exactly he says in this. Just how deep does this Futa go?
Yeah, so thanks $2. Balls or no balls? Obviously balls. And obviously vag too, otherwise it's not a Futa, to be clear.
Oh, don't worry, guys. They have a vagina, so it's not gay. Oh, Syncells, not like this. Not like this, bros. Are we in for the trap isn't gay argument? Are we gonna see that again? That's an oldie but a goodie, right? Are we gonna get a mathematical breakdown on how it's only kind of 51% gay? You know, just how gay it is, you know? Just because there's a cock and balls that you want to slobber on doesn't make you a homosexual, right?
People say Futas so they don't have to... No. The whole point... there's no point in explaining the appeal because it's a fetish. If you're into it or you aren't. I think feet is stupid and slightly repulsive. Slightly, because I've seen far, far worse. If I asked you to explain, the foot fetishists to explain what they like, they wouldn't be able to make it make sense. So, why would you ask someone to explain a completely different thing? That is completely fictional, by the way. There is no real-world equivalent.
I guess we're not going to get that argument. Instead, we're going to get I do not have the time nor the patience to explain to you the allure of chicks with dicks. Apparently, the she-male fetish has a lot going on in it, and it's just too hard to explain to some normie like you. You wouldn't get it, alright? If I tried to explain it to you, you might get the wrong idea. You might think that I was into, like, you know, sucking cock and being reamed out in the asshole. And that's just not true. I don't want my asshole blown out by some fucking feminine cock. It's much deeper than that. Somewhere around this deep. And I like the "it's not real" defense, which he will regurgitate multiple times in order to defend his fetish here.
It's not even real, Patriot. It's not real. You know, it's not even real. Like, it's not a real thing.
Now, he talks about his Futa obsession for like well over an hour. It's actually rather insane, and chat begs him to stop multiple times, but he refuses to listen. Could it be the autism? Perhaps. I don't know why else you would talk about this very embarrassing, degenerate shit openly for no reason, and it kind of makes you think, what is he not willing to tell us about? If he's willing to talk about this, then what is he not willing to talk about? And during this hour, he gives multiple defenses and why he is into this kind of stuff and how it came about. He blames everything under the sun. Cartoons that he watched as a kid, the type of media he consumes, the video games he plays, the internet. Going on to say something like, I've been seeing this stuff since I was 12, I am a product of the internet, and therefore it is, you know, perfectly normal, and that most of the people in his chat probably look at worse shit. So he is totally justified. And how dare chat try to make me feel bad? Basically, cope. He is coping super hard. It's really telling that he will point at everything around him and be like, you did this to me. I am a freak because of you. And not take any kind of self-accountability or do any kind of self-reflection.
Wilhelm Kurtz, thanks to 2 books. Stop incriminating yourself, we can still fix this. No, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Nobody says what I said without, you know, being in the know, I guess.
But don't worry, Cincels, it's not totally over just yet. He's willing to stop. He's laid out his terms. He will stop jerking off to cock if you find him the perfect trad 3D waifu.
If you can send me a loyal wife, then I'll quit. Those are my terms. Those are the terms. No, I will accept no less.
Only the most respectable type of women want a man that jerks off to what is essentially gay hentai. Don't worry, I can fix him. Unfortunately, Synth, I think the only type of woman that's going to be into that is the type that wears a pride flag. And you know exactly which one I'm talking about. The one with the surgery, the one that can meet your intense fetishes and bring them to life.
What have I done? I look forward to someone using that against me on like 4chan or something. You already know it's gonna be on there. It's gonna be.
Oh no, I've been blown the fuck out. He predicted this would happen. I really don't get why YouTubers can't just coom in private. Why do content creators always feel the need to let their audience into every facet of their life and let them know every little fucked up thing about them? Especially when, like, you're marketing yourself to the type of people who you know are going to frown on this. Why even let them in on it? Are you just preparing them for when you have a rectal prolapse? My anus got inverted by a chick with a dick. Not going to be able to stream today, guys. Sorry. It's really unfortunate. Every time I start to like a YouTuber, something like this happens. It seems to be a blight. It seems to be a reoccurring theme on the platform. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up pulling a complete 180 at some point and ends up pulling an Ackman where photos of him come out where he's at a gay pride event because, you know, whatever fucking reason he can pull out of his ass, provided that there's enough room in there, of course, with all that feminine penis and whatnot. Anyways, I look forward to the comments saying, he's a good boy, he just wants to suck a few cocks. What's wrong with that? Comments, and I'll see you next time.
I look at chat every time and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm starting a new persona. You guys will find me though. My voice is a little too identifiable, where it's like, it'll take about a week for my new channel to get found and be like, oh, that's the Futa guy.